not just long live friendship between India and France, but we'll also talk about the next leg of the Prime Minister's visit, and he will be making a short pit stop at the UAE as well. He's en route, and even when it comes to Prime Minister who's wrapped up his very successful France visit, he's also visiting one of the most important economic powerhouses of the Arab world, which is the UAE. This visit is also significant for many reasons, as it is the 5th visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And remember, he was also the first Prime Minister to visit the UAE in 30 years when he did that first time back in 2015. India and the UAE both have maintained strategic partnership in fields of such energy, education, healthcare, among others as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is expected to arrive at 10:45 a.m. Indian Standard Time and will be expected to be accorded a ceremonial welcome a little after 2 p.m., followed by delegation-level talks that will be taking place.
We as all Indians are looking forward to the historic visit once again of Shri Narendra Modi, our beloved Prime Minister. Whenever Mr. Modi travels to any country, there's a lot of news which happens, and these news are generally followed with very good pragmatic business discussions and decisions. So we are looking forward to some amazing revealing of new business ventures, all new policies, and we are all very, very euphoric about this visit. So all I can say is welcome, Mr. Modi. We look forward to seeing you.
Definitely is a prestigious occasion for UAE and India to join forces and address the climate change. Sustainability is not a choice but a necessity for UAE, India and the whole world. Under great leaders like His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and beloved Prime Minister Modi ji, I am confident that we'll work towards environmental friendly future for both the countries.
Srinjoy, coming back to you on that, because this is an important development, not just when it comes to just the UAE being one of the important Emirates, but also when it comes to a sizable Indian community also which resides there. Tell us about the importance there and a special relationship that the Prime Minister also shares with the Middle East. All right, just getting back, Srinjoy, on this, but this is something that we talk about. It is not just the UAE, but if you remember, Prime Minister has always looked to bolster strategic ties with the Arab world. Last time, while he was visiting the United States of America on his way back, he paid a short visit to Egypt as well, being the first Indian Prime Minister to do so in the last 26 years. His visit to Palestine was also the first one by an Indian Prime Minister, which only stands as a testament to the Prime Minister's approach when it comes to maintaining strong relations with key partners in the global south as well. We'll take down the details as far as the Prime Minister, who is now expected in a short while from now to land in the UAE in Abu Dhabi, as he has now wrapped up his very successful visit to France, where he had also held wide-ranging talks with the French President. Now, the Prime Minister, who has already emplaned for Abu Dhabi for the next leg of his visit. Let me go across to Srinjoy now. Srinjoy, a sizable Indian community that also resides in the UAE, being one of the Emirates, and the kind of warm relation and a special one that India has shared always when it comes to the Middle East.
Well, the UAE and India have a special relationship. There are 3 or 4 major aspects to it. The first, of course, is the fact that more recently, India, the United States, Israel, and the UAE have forged a strategic partnership. That's very important, and that overlooks and takes care of virtually that Gulf area. Secondly, India is a great dependent on energy, and energy from foreign sources. Now, the UAE has been a very trusted partner whenever India has needed energy, where petroleum, natural gas, and so on. The UAE has always been there. That's the second thing. Thirdly, as you rightly said, many thousand Indians live in the UAE, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, where the Prime Minister is going, and so on. Now, clearly, as a result, this is something that will be kept in mind. So all these things are important. The fact that India and the UAE are part of a strategic partnership, the fact that India is energy dependent and therefore, in a way, dependent on the UAE, the fact that thousands of Indians live in the UAE, all of this makes this visit so important.
But even when it comes to, Srinjoy, because the next pit stop being the UAE. And what have been talking about as far as this particular short, however, visit is concerned, because the Prime Minister seems to be taking note, especially when it comes to, going towards big high-profile visits, whether it comes to the United States of America. Later on, he completed that with going to Egypt. Then he is now in France. I think he's wrapped up his very successful visit, and he's making his, a visit even more successful, and something that has been consolidated, even going to the UAE. This is something that the Prime Minister lately have been, observed, that when it comes to a big visit, he will also go to another country for a short one.
Well, yes, big visit. But for the people of the UAE, for all the Indians in the UAE, the Prime Minister's coming is also a big visit. It's a major visit for them. For the UAE, India is a very important country. So that will be looked at in that manner. It's a big visit for the UAE. And keeping in mind the millions of people, Indians in the Gulf, India's energy dependency, India's strategic partnership with the UAE, it becomes an important visit.
Right. Srinjoy, thanks very much for